The relationship between Freemasonry and UK local government organisations, a detailed analysis. The relationship between Freemasonry and UK local government organisations, a detailed analysis. Freemasonry, a centuries-old fraternal organisation, has long been associated with public service professions, including local government. Its connections to councils, planning bodies, and other local government organisations have attracted scrutiny due to concerns about transparency, accountability, and potential conflicts of interest. This article examines these links, evaluates the extent to which they are problematic, and considers whether current oversight mechanisms are sufficient to address public concerns. 1. Understanding Freemasonry and local government. Freemasonry in the UK is a voluntary, charitable organisation with roots in the guilds of stonemasons from the Middle Ages. It has a hierarchical structure, initiation rituals, and a system of mutual support among members. Freemasons often emphasize values such as morality, brotherhood, and charity, although the organization operates in a largely private manner. Local government in the UK encompasses councils and authorities responsible for administering public services, planning, and governance within communities. Public officials and councillors are expected to act in the public interest, adhere to ethical standards, and operate transparently. 2. Historical links between Freemasonry and local government. Historically, Freemasonry has been prominent among professionals in positions of power, including those in local government. In the 19th and 20th centuries, membership provided social connections and networking opportunities for individuals in roles such as councillors, town clerks, and senior officers. Networking and influence. Freemasonry's tradition of mutual assistance has led to concerns that it could influence decision-making within councils or provide advantages to members in matters like contract allocation or hiring practices. Post-war public service. Freemasonry flourished after World War II, coinciding with a period of expansion in public sector employment, further embedding its presence in local governance. While these historical connections do not imply wrongdoing, they highlight a legacy of influence that continues to be questioned in modern times. 3. The nature of public concerns. The concerns about links between Freemasonry and local government generally fall into 3 broad categories. Conflicts of interest. Freemasons swear oaths of loyalty to their organization, which some critics argue could conflict with their professional duty to act impartially and in the public interest. This is particularly contentious in roles where decisions about planning permissions, public contracts, or local policy might disproportionately affect individuals or businesses with Masonic connections. Lack of transparency. Freemasonry is often perceived as a secretive organization. While it publicly denies that membership confers advantages, its private meetings and undisclosed agendas create unease about potential backroom dealings or undue influence in decision-making processes. Erosion of trust in public institutions. Even the perception of impropriety can damage public confidence in local government. Concerns that Freemasons might form old boys networks can alienate non-members and reinforce perceptions of inequality and elitism. 4. Evidence of influence in local government. Over the years, investigations and anecdotal accounts have highlighted areas where Freemasonry's influence may have extended into local governance. Planning decisions. Accusations have occasionally surfaced about biased planning approvals or refusals tied to Masonic interests. However, concrete evidence of systemic corruption is limited. Contract allocations. Concerns about favoritism in awarding local government contracts to businesses with Masonic links have been raised but are difficult to substantiate without greater transparency. Recruitment and promotion. Some allege that Freemasons in senior positions might favor fellow members for jobs or promotions, sidelining equally qualified non-members. While these accusations persist in the public consciousness, few investigations have provided incontrovertible proof of systemic abuse. 5 efforts to address concerns. In response to growing scrutiny, several steps have been taken to address potential conflicts of interest and enhance transparency. Disclosure requirements. Councillors and local government employees in England and Wales are required to declare their interests, including membership of organisations like Freemasonry, if it could reasonably be seen to influence their official duties. This aligns with broader efforts to promote transparency in public life. Parliamentary investigations. The 1997 Home Affairs Select Committee report on Freemasonry in public life explored its role in police forces, judiciary, and local government. It recommended mandatory disclosure of Freemasonry membership for public officials, though these recommendations were not fully implemented. Freemasonry's own efforts. The United Grand Lodge of England, UGL, the governing body for Freemasonry in England and Wales, has sought to improve public perceptions by promoting its charitable work and increasing openness about its activities. However, these efforts have not entirely dispelled public skepticism. 6 current oversight mechanisms. While some measures exist to mitigate concerns about undue influence, questions remain about their sufficiency. Voluntary disclosure. The reliance on self-disclosure of interests means that Freemasonry membership might not always be declared, particularly if individuals do not perceive it as relevant to their duties. Local government codes of conduct. Codes of conduct for councillors and officials emphasize impartiality and integrity, but enforcement varies between councils, and breaches are not always met with significant consequences. Freedom of information requests. Journalists and campaigners have used Freedom of Information (FOI) requests to uncover Masonic membership among public officials, though such efforts are limited by data protection laws. 7. The role of Freemasonry in modern local government. The role of Freemasonry in local government today is likely less significant than in past decades, reflecting broader societal changes. Membership in Freemasonry has declined, and public expectations of transparency and accountability have risen. However, perceptions of influence persist, fueled by high-profile cases of alleged impropriety or anecdotal accounts. In some instances, Freemasonry's traditions and secrecy can clash with modern expectations of open governance. 8 arguments for and against Freemasonry's involvement. In defense of Freemasonry. Proponents argue that Freemasonry is a benign organization focused on self-improvement, charity, and camaraderie. They point out that many members serve their communities ethically and responsibly. Criticisms. Critics maintain that Freemasonry's secrecy is incompatible with the transparency required in public life. They suggest that even the appearance of undue influence is damaging, irrespective of whether misconduct occurs. 9. Conclusion. Are the links problematic? The links between Freemasonry and UK local government organisations are not inherently problematic but require careful management to ensure public confidence. The following conclusions can be drawn. Transparency is key. Disclosure of membership and robust oversight mechanisms are essential to prevent conflicts of interest and maintain trust in public institutions. Perception matters. Even in the absence of wrongdoing, the perception of undue influence can erode public confidence in local governance. Clear policies and open communication can help address this. Declining influence. Freemasonry's influence in local government has likely diminished over time, reflecting changing societal norms and heightened scrutiny of public officials. Ultimately, the links between Freemasonry and local government should not be viewed as inherently nefarious but must be navigated with transparency and accountability to uphold the principles of good governance. This balance ensures that public trust in local authorities remains intact while respecting the rights of individuals to participate in lawful organizations.